DipSet, Cruz Show,
There
Power
we go,
106.
come on.
Jim Jones is on the Cruz Show. Let's get it.
Hey, we here.
Jones, what's good?
I'm cool, man. How y'all feeling?
Doing really good, man. How are you feeling the weather out here in LA? It's a little up and down, right?
I haven't been in LA since like the beginning of summer, so it's pretty cool to me. Anything's a little better than New York at this time.
My guy, yeah. What's
It's
New York?
probably what,
New York
like-
is freezing right
New
now,
York
right?
is getting cold right now.
Oh, okay, that was humid.
You know, I ask about the weather because young Jimmy Jones is a low-key weatherman in the hood. You feel me? The youngest weatherman. You feel me?
Temp, you know?
We do everything from music, television, weather,
Yeah,
you name it.
All walks of life, I got to get a check from.
You feel me?
Yes.
Yo, he was in Miami and he was like, yo, that's bullshit. Ain't no storm coming through. Continue smoking your weed if that's what you're doing.
But to my dismay, man, I sent out prayers to the part of Florida that did get
Absolutely,
hit
yes.
with the bad weather and the hurricane, and to all
Yeah.
the family that lost anybody out there. I will say that. You know,
Sure. No, all jokes aside,
Mother
that's a very
Nature is
serious
very
thing.
serious thing, you know what I mean? And I know I got a lot of jokes at times, so I don't want nobody to
My guy.
get me mixed up. Like, I don't have no feelings or anything like that. But yeah, it didn't hit Miami, and I was pissed off to have me down there.
No, but at the end of the day, you know, Jim Jones is a family man. You know
Yes,
what I'm
he
saying?
is.
Your wife, she
I am
needs to be.
obsessed.
She wants to be best friends with your
Yes,
wife. My guy.
I am
Shout out to
obsessed.
Chrissy.
Shout out to Chrissy. Chrissy, I love you. In my mind, we're best friends. In my mind, when we're rolling around, if something happens, I'll take off my earrings and I will cut a bitch for you.
That is so true.
I love you,
That is
Chrissy.
so true.
You're a real one. Yes.
She's a real one.
She got your
definitely's a
back,
real one.
right?
Nah, she got my back 100,000 million%. I love her for that.
Chrissy will fight a guy for
She
Jim
definitely
Jones.
will. I've seen it happen.
You've seen it happen?
A couple of times.
Wait, what? A couple times.
No, she's down. You don't understand. Like, she's down.
What happens then? Do you say, baby, I got this, relax? Or you're like, yo, I told you, like, don't look at me. I got to live with her, my guy.
It never went the way we wanted to go. She's quick with her hands, so you know. But shout out to Chrissy, man. I love her, man. That was when we were younger. We definitely live a very exciting life. Bonnie and Clyde for sure. We definitely did a bunch of things.
Yeah, sure.
I'd rather not talk about.
Yo, so with the TV, you know, we miss seeing you on TV, my G. Especially you and Chrissy together. You know, we watched you on Marriage Boot Camp and stuff like that. Is there anything in the works?
There's a few things in the work with television. It's one of the reasons I came out here to
we got
to
meetings.
the West Coast. Got a couple of meetings and
My
things
man.
like that. Me and Zeke got a couple of meetings also for
Zeke, what up, my guy?
What up? That's what the real reason he's out here for. Also to promote the Diplomat album that we got coming out on Thanksgiving. Shouts to Empire. Shouts to the Diplomats.
Diplomatic ties, my G.
Yes.
Thanksgiving. Why Thanksgiving? Why the release date on Thanksgiving? We just giving. We just giving.
Yeah, we giving thanks. We giving back. You know, we have we've been out the, not I say out the loop, but you know, we haven't put out no music collectively as a group in a long time. The few times that we were supposed to do it, things happen. You know, that's life.
Sure.
But the best part about this one is that the brotherhood is back. You know, before the music, the brotherhood.
All
feels
original
good.
members back?
Yes, me, Cam, Joel's, Freaky. You know, it feels great just to be in same spots. We've been doing touring and a bunch of shows. So you know.
How many tracks we getting on the album?
About 8.
8 songs.
But it's a two-part. It's a two-part process. This album's called Diplomatic Ties. As you know, the first 2 albums were Diplomatic Community. So, with Diplomatic Ties is also a short-form documentary that leads into the full movie doc that'll come out with Diplomatic Community 3 in the new year. So we working.
Letcha, are you wondering if there's any Latin rappers on the album?
Yes, there any Latin rappers on the album? I mean, Latin trap's kind of a wave.
Jim
you
is
know?
Latin.
You got like Taligoya out in New
Hermano.
York doing his
Now,
thing.
shout out to all my Latin rappers. They bubbling all over again, even though they've been bubbling. If
Talk
you're
to
not
'em.
familiar
Yeah.
with
Talk to 'em.
Latin culture, they don't even have to come in the United States and make millions and millions of dollars, and really don't need to even tour here. But the few that do break over and tour here, they get double the money. And any place they go, they like, you know what I mean. So it's just like the J Balvins, the Ann Wells. It's just they tear these arenas up, and you know, Spanish people tend to stick together and stuff like that. So it works, man.
Yo, you guys are aware that DipSet inspired a generation.
Oh man, a lot of. I mean, you know, it's.
Dog, you know that.
I mean, I've been told that.
My man.
You dig? I try to stay as humble as I can when people mention that. I mean, we were just fortunate enough to get out our situations. We were definitely kids from the projects with not too much to look forward to. We kind of were lucky in the right place at the right time, and this Cam had some hell of a talent, man. I mean, we really started for nothing. And Cam graduated. We had graduated from high school. Cam got kicked out of college. Mace got kicked out of college. They all ended up living in our crib, and from then, everything that we learned, everything that we saw around us, we kind of put it together and made who we are. I mean, we grew up watching the Hustlers, and anybody knows Harlem. Harlem is a very different place from the rest of the world. There's a lot of different things you need to keep up with.
It's a whole nother world, Harlem.
Yes.
Harlem is a whole nother world, and the talent that comes out of Harlem is insane. It must be in the water and the bagels. I'm not sure.
Sometimes it feels like that. I mean, plus the whole look of it, the aesthetic, and we just wanted to let the world see where we came from. We knew it was different, and from the days of Cab Calloway's and all the Harlem Renaissance days, it just was a different place when before Malcolm X was Malcolm X, when you hear all the stories about how it was such a town that people came to party and it embodied that. But now when you go to Harlem, there's a big gentrification, so there's a lot of different things going on, but you still feel the soul in there.
That's right. Diplomatic Ties, Thanksgiving release day. What are you thankful for, Jim Jones?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my son. I love him to death. I'm thankful for my lady. I'm thankful for my brothers. I'm thankful for my enemies. Without my enemies, I wouldn't be me. You know, I say a prayer for my enemies too. You know what I mean?
Are you thankful for social media?
I'm thankful for social media at times.
It could be a gift and a curse. You know,
it
really can
be for anybody. For anybody.
Yes.
It has its pros and its cons.
Yeah,
I mean, you gotta be witty. You gotta be tough on the gram. There's a bunch of tough people on the gram. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
They're always tough when they're on the gram, right?
And the gram never loses.
No, the internet, the gram never loses. No.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of tough guys. There's a lot of tough guys on Instagram. You feel me?
100%.
Internet thugs.
Internet thugs.
Yeah.
Keyboard thugs. You know what
Never
I'm saying?
left the bed.
They're probably cool with you up front,
They don't
right?
get out of bed. They on there. They Google how to be tough. And then they go at you.
Right.
The keys, man, hard.
Yeah. Is it all playful with Fifth, or is it on site? What I mean, I can't tell.
It's on site.
It's on site.
It's on. As soon as I see him, it's on. You already know what it. Let me stop.
Wait, I was like, oh shit, we about to get this right now.
I'm about to say World Star.
Fifth is fifth, man. You gotta be witty. You gotta be quick on your toes.
Yeah,
From Harlem,
yeah.
we love to snap, so none of that offends me. I mean, you know, whatever he send a shot, I'm gonna send two back. It's just life. But for the most part, we got a great relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's been a running competition just in a game with anybody. But me and Fifth, we always had a great awkward relationship. And
No, I know you clown his
success
wardrobe
and his success compliments what I do, and my success compliments what he does. And when we baiting each other, it's usually around the time that I'm even doing some music or I'm dropping a record or something like that. So it translates to me getting into his fan base and rolls over to mine. So
you know what I was thinking? I was like, yo, these two need to do a podcast together and just talk shit to each other, about each other and other artists.
Do you know
do like
how many
a
people would be
competition show, like this whatever it
Or
is.
get on Wild 'N Out.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
Nick Cannon, let's get it. Or yeah, we could do, Harlem Out.
Harlem Out.
I'm like, yo, you make fun of his clothing, and then Cece walked in the other day and he's like, yo, Fifth out of line, he called Jimmy Jones a what?
He said a mangy, like Jimmy mangy dog, and I'm like, what the hell? At first of all,
But it's all
I didn't
woke
get
up
it
to
at
that.
first. I was like, what is he talking about? I was
Yeah.
trying to read it a few times.
I woke up to that. He's a funny guy. You're a funny guy.
We had a situation too, not to bring up old shit, but we had a situation at the gym as well. Did that all get resolved?
But, oh yeah, that was out here in LA.
Yeah, you were out here, you're working out, and like
that was all
you felt some racial tension.
Minor misunderstanding. Sometimes we have a little miscommunication. So
Yeah. Are we shooting a mini documentary?
we're shooting a full doc before the Diplomatic Ties. We're doing we're shooting a short form doc, about 25 minutes, so people will get reintroduced and reacclimated to what we really do and who we really are. And there's a full doc movie will be come out when we do the Diplomatic Community 3 coming this spring.
My man. Well, we got dates, we got rollouts.
Yes.
I'm thirsty myself.
Wait, what'd you say? Z?
I'm thirsty for it myself.
Right? Like, let's get it.
Yeah, you gotta understand, we all fans of each other. As soon as Joel's going in the booth, we all like sitting down, anticipating his move, when Jim going in, so forth and so on. So this is a beautiful movement right here. So it's
a
extra
beautiful
powerful.
thing, man.
I'm ecstatic. I'm happy.
It's long awaited.
Yes, it
Highly
is.
anticipated.
Oh, yes, it is.
You know what I mean? I think the city and I think hip hop fans need something like this.
Yes, it is. Yes, it's a
the
beautiful,
music nowadays
beautiful
is
thing.
What do you think about
It's
it?
evolving. I mean, when we were the young guns, our music was evolving at the time.
Sure.
And there was a big difference, and I don't think that the ones that were older than us could understand what we were bringing to the table. And for us, we know what it feels like to be leading the torch. So when I watch the new generation and this new music, and it's dope to me. You know what I mean? You got to find a way to reinvent yourself all the time.
Absolutely.
Instead of shunning these young artists or this new music, you need to adapt to it and find that thin line.
Get hip to it, and then tap in, right?
The way you're gonna make a bag. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
How did it come about? Like, you said we all came together again. Like, who really initiated that?
Tuma Mbasa. You know who Tuma is?
No. Tell me, please. School me.
Tuma, he was like the head guy at Spotify. He's over.
Oh,
at
that's right.
YouTube
He left,
now.
right? Where's he at now?
He's at YouTube now.
Oh, okay.
He's like a hip hop historian. He's been
Sure.
in the game since we've been in the game. He's been one of the most honest people.
Was it
in
a
the
group
hip-hop
text,
industry.
or did he bring everybody together?
It was more of a situation he was doing for Spotify. Where it was a big concert, and it kind of made sense. And
Right.
And he kind of was the real key to bring everybody together about a year.
That's
and a half
dope.
ago.
Touch my soul.
Yeah.
Oh man, shout
As
out
it
to
should,
Tuma.
right?
Yeah.
It's been good ever since then. So
That's right. You watched that Lakers and Rocket game?
Oh yeah.
You see that fight, my G?
Fisticuffs.
If somebody spits on you, what happens?
Yeah. you
Oh
have a
man,
problem. You have
Chrissy's
a
gonna
problem.
beat their ass.
That's why I couldn't play sports.
Could you play NBA,
I
my
couldn't-
guy?
I couldn't. In that situation, it probably went bad because it's probably some of the homies was in the crowd. As soon as they see me swing, they mobbing. It would have been nasty. It would have been turning to me just getting kicked out the whole NBA. It would have been no
You be
more.
Ron Artest out here, my G.
He's wilding. You got the thugs jumping in. Like it's just a whole different. It was just nasty.
You saw Nipsey Hussle courtside
I
ready.
seen him. He ain't know. He was playing. He was like, tag me in. Like, yo. I know I'm in the building. There. He's ready to go crazy.
He was
for the
with
Lakers.
it.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't because he'd have probably been banned from the building. No more courtside
Right,
tickets. But
right.
I'm glad he held his composure. But I could see in his eyes what he wanted to do.
No, I saw it.
wanted to jump
You
in
see it
so
in his
bad,
body
yes.
language. I'm like, oh, he
He was
gearing
like,
up.
hold up.
He
But
gearing up for that victory slap.
That goes to show you what type of year we're gonna have in the NBA, especially on the
Right.
West Coast. I mean, the East, I love the East. I'm from the East, but the West is kind of stacked right now, and it seems like there's gonna be blood on the court every game from every direction, and people trying to take the chip. You know what I mean?
That's it. With LeBron
and
now
there's a lot
over
of
here.
aggressive, and there's a lot of dope. Some of the best players over here, and
Sure.
they're going at each other's mind all season. They was scrapping like they was playing for the chip, but they was in the
I love
playoffs.
that. I love that. That's
So
that intensity,
so
man.
Imagine what these 82 games gonna look like.
No, listen, we getting that championship. We're gonna fight it into existence. You feel me? We got to get the chip, my G.
You got to fight it into existence.
You know?
Shout outs to the Lakers. Shout outs to Braun, man. Braun is one of he's always been a great guy in my book, but last year turned him into one of my favorite players. But besides that, he's like really a king from everything that he's done and everything that he's done with the success and all the philanthropy he's done. Like he's done way more than I've seen a lot of these guys with the same amount of money and
for
power
sure.
has done. Like he's really showed his ass when it comes to putting on for his people, putting on for his town. When he opened that school, that was like jaw dropping. You open a school, you say everybody that comes to the school who graduates, I'm gonna put you all through college. God,
amazing,
damn.
Right?
He just shitted on everybody that got more than
for real.
I gotta remember that.
All these guys. It's one thing to talk about what you got. It's another thing to talk about what you gave.
Sure.
Right. You understand what I'm talking about?
Absolutely, man.
Without wanting nothing in return. I don't think he wants anything in return.
No. I think he does it for the betterment of the world.
And he's like, you
That's
dig?
what
Like,
makes him so dope. You know what I mean?
Which I have to remember.
Okay, so
listen.
Cruz has to.
do it.
No, I'm going to put you on blast in front of Jim. So Cruz has not yet. He's trying to get really comfortable with LeBron being a Laker. It's been really hard for this guy to
I can
accept it.
understand
Yeah.
that.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy.
Lakers is not my team, but I'm rooting for y'all.
Thank
dig?
you. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
And I'm a Kobe diehard dog, and I spent so many years cursing this man out from my TV. You know what I'm saying?
I think Kobe's with it though.
Kobe's with it. I know.
So then you
yes.
should be with
so
it
I should
then.
be okay with it. I
Yeah,
know.
But he
I'm
can't. He
sorry.
somehow still like.
That's
He's
weird.
trying though.
It's
He's
weird. That's
trying.
it.
I know. Once Kobe said get over it, we should get over it.
that's
I know.
Kobe has
dog.
spoken.
I'm Mexican. I hold grudges. Thank you, though, Jimmy. Thank you. I appreciate it, Jimmy.
We're gonna have to get you a LeBron James jersey, man. I'm telling you.
This weekend I thought to myself, I got to be a fan of this dude. This dude is great, and he's a true leader. You know what I'm saying? He's a true
part
leader.
of the team.
He's part of the team. He's home.
He's here.
I know.
You can't do nothing
And
about it.
I just want the Lakers to take a
And he's gonna be
championship.
great.
That's really it.
He's
Yeah.
great.
Right?
He already
Bring
is
chips.
great, and he's making the team stronger. He's got the team
The morale, like it's just different when he on the court. Like you did.
very different. Very
fighting
different.
now.
They
Yeah.
fighting now.
For real fighting. They really fighting.
That hasn't happened in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Which means they want it.
Yep.
Right? Letcha, what's good?
No, I'm looking around this Dipset hats, man. Where could I get those?
We got the merch.
The merch is crazy.
Dipset hats are crazy.
The merch
We're
is
gonna have to say
crazy.
y'all package up. Hey Cam, we need a package sent up ASAP.
Hey Cam, what's good?
But really send a package because sometimes they say that and they never send packages,
No,
right?
we pull that.
That happens 98% of the time.
Nah.
Yo, the
Well, we the
hats is
2%.
playing.
We about to be the 2%.
We about to be 2%.
We about to be the 2%. We gonna break the stereotype.
Yes.
Lex,
They call me
Lecha,
Merch
you
Chill.
actually have a question about him getting a couple things.
Oh
together,
yeah,
right?
no, I was just asking. I see you at the gym, you getting your teeth done. I'm like, yo, did somebody say something to Jim, or he's just trying to get right with himself? You know what I mean? Did somebody?
Well, actually, with the gym, I've been working out for the past since I can remember starting in the game, and I'm just doing push-ups. I was a little slim, but I just kept at it. And as you get older, I just want to stay younger. So that, fitness is like the real fountain of youth. And the other day, I just was going to get my teeth cleaned. That's something I do every 6 months. So it's not like I
you clean your
put
teeth?
no
Okay.
veneers and none of that type of dumb shit on my teeth. I ain't into that.
Wait, why are you calling it dumb shit? People, wait a
Not to say-
second.
excuse me,
Jimmy.
excuse me.
People,
Let me get it wrong for everybody crucify me.
Yeah, I know.
saying.
But
Hey, that's like
but
saying
some
I
of
don't
them-
need
listen
apples
to
and
me,
all that other dumb
Some
shit.
of them be getting the wrong size.
Well, they don't come in medium.
I know what you're talking about.
Nah, they got the some of the teeth all hanging out.
Some of
No,
them,
listen, dude.
some
I
of them
guess they
know
don't
they
come
got
in
the
medium.
wrong. Some of them
Like
know
you're
they
on
got
the
the
wrong
wrong
side,
size.
yes.
You heard? Like when you used to wear your older brother's shoes to school, they was
That
a little
is so
bit
out of
bigger.
line right about now.
You got your brother
So out
teeth
of
off.
line.
You gotta take your brother teeth off, bro. Nah, let me stop. Let me stop.
Your
Nah,
boy
nah.
Tekashi
Listen,
just got
bro,
that
it
done.
is. Oh man,
Oh,
yeah.
you guys
Yo,
are
Take
horrible.
your brother teeth on, man. Chill
Jim
out,
Jones
man.
is here, man. Dipset.
Yes.
Tekashi, is he the king of New York?
I mean, did he say that right?
Yeah, he did.
Yes, man.
He see.
I guess, man. It's a different era of music, man. It's
Sure.
an Instagram era. It's an internet era. The kings I went up against was really in the street when we was doing this in the
Sure.
street. Like we really had to live it. We didn't have no phones to take pictures out. It was really action out there. You know what I mean? And I went up against a lot of kings in New York. I guess you state your claim when you come from New York. I think he's more or less coming from a point of all the hits he has done this year and from being New York, and he takes a standpoint of being the king as being the most successful artist that's in New York right now. And I guess that's righteous to say, I guess. You know what I mean? I guess we all went up against that when I was the most successful person at that time in New York. I claimed the king at that time. 50 claimed the king. Jay claimed the king. Nas claimed the king. Puffy claimed the king. So there's a lot of kings that come out of New York, man. But can you remain the king is another question. You know what I mean? And what kind of king are you?
When you're hot like that, though, pause. Like when you're on fire, right? What's that like? What's that feeling like?
Oh, there's nothing like it. You're the king. You don't want to talk to nobody.
Damn.
Anything.
And nobody can tell you shit.
Nothing. And that was one of the things that was my mistake, because they pump you so far up that it's so ill you could turn somebody around right now, kick him in the ass. They're like, oh, I love it, ballin'. He just kicked me in my ass. Right?
Yeah.
Everything is a go until that shit subsides, and you on the way down, and you gotta meet the same people. And that nigga that you just kicked in the ass, now he's an executive somewhere, and he's laughing at you, and he's never taking a call from you again, and the table is turned. So you gotta watch what you want and how you project, and try to stay as humble as possible. I mean, we all like to stunt, but keep that for amongst your comrades and the people that you are in competition with. The janitors, the people that's working for you, the people that hold the bags, you should show them the utmost respect. They should get all the jewels, because those are 9 times out of 10 the people you're going to have to come across again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can't burn bridges.
Can't burn bridges, and I burned a lot of them.
I was going to ask, have you burnt bridges?
I kept a lot. I didn't burn a lot.
Sure.
I burned some that I knew I could.
Yeah.
A couple of them I wish I didn't. You dig? But I still got other ways to get to that other side. You know what I mean? And I got a lot of people that love me. But that's something you learn with being in the game, and it comes with success. I haven't seen too many people that learn how to be humble from the moment they got success. You go to a point. Everybody goes to a point where they're jaded.
Well, it's easy to get jaded, I believe, right? And
Of course.
and if you allow it, it just happens.
There's no way to not allow it.
Wow.
And you can bring out list the names of every artist we can imagine, and tell them the one that said they didn't get jaded. Tell them call up and holler at me. Let me see if this is real.
Yeah.
But there's a point in everybody's career where you lose your motherfucking mind, especially if you're successful. I'm talking about for people that have touched some type of success.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
It can fuck you up.
badly.
Yeah.
It could burn you out. You know what I mean? Some people were able to keep it going, to persevere, to reinvent, and those are the people that are the real soldiers, the ones that don't stay down when they down, the ones that know how to come up, and that's who we are. We from Harlem. We always know how to hustle.
Sure.
We really did the hustling. Like a lot of these kids talk about whipping up. I don't think you could take them in the kitchen and bring anything back.
How do you turn the stove on? How do you turn the stove on? You can't microwave that shit,
The
dog.
stoves is all electric now. I
What's
don't
a
even know if you
stove?
could cook up on an electric stove. You heard?
You gotta ask Alexa to put it on. Alexa, turn on the stove.
Alexa, whip crack.
Alexa, whip up the next bag.
Alexa, whip up a pie.
You are stupid, person.
DipSet going on tour 2019. What we doing?
100%. DipSet is going on tour 100% 2019. We got a few things in the order right now, man, but I don't really want to mention it. But for sure,
Okay.
the album is coming out on Thanksgiving. We have the
Diplomatic
concert.
ties.
We have the concert in the Apollo on Black Friday.
Amazing.
What? That's dope. Yes.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's
Fire.
major.
Right.
Super fire. That's like if you grew up in New York and you play for the Knicks, get to play in Madison Square Garden. We grew up in Harlem, so imagine this when we perform in Apollo. This is about to be one of them nights.
Yeah, it's about to be
Now I
one
know
of
you
those
guys
nights.
can't mention tour or anything, but if you do, please stop by in LA.
Oh no,
please.
you know we always
Please.
LA has
LA
been one of
loves
our
you guys, yes.
Has been one of our biggest markets since we touched the game, since Camp
Really?
Santos
Why
first
is that?
field. I don't know. I guess they feel our pain. You know, LA is
Right.
a very aggressive, a very aggressive group of people when it comes
Yes.
to the music.
We can be.
with all the
Oh,
gangster
yes.
rapping and
Right, right.
NWA and the gangs and Nip Snoop and YG and Snoop. But I guess our music is one of the music that reflects the lifestyle that they live. Also, you know what I mean. We definitely from the hood, and you know West Coast is one of my favorite musics since I was coming up.
Yes,
From the first
indeed.
time I heard it, first time I seen Eazy-E jump through the screen. Oh, never. I'm just too like, you know what I mean? And I was just lost. I was like, damn, them niggas on the West Coast is funky as shit. They was going hard, and then you started seeing the movies and all the gang banging, and it just was in the law. Like it was just an extension of what I was going outside already seeing, and my life and the direction my life was going into. As
Right.
you see, my first record was Certified Gangsters,
Yes,
and I came
indeed.
to LA to do my first video and shit like that. So it just was, you know what I mean? It was just like a dream of mine. I was like, I gotta go to LA. I gotta do a scene for Menace to Society over. Like it just was, it just a full rollout. Shout out to my brother Game, man. He was very influential in the beginning of my solo career for doing that record with me. You know what I mean? Like
Amazing.
he gave me put me in a great position in the West Coast, along with a lot of real comrades that I have out here. You know what I mean? Shout outs to Wack and shout outs to Wacko.
Yeah.
Shout outs to a bunch of people that we can name all day, man. But you know, shout outs to the Bloods that love y'all. Shout outs to the Crips that love y'all. I know it's real funky out here, but
That's
I've
right.
been getting a lot of love from a lot of these people throughout my whole career. You know,
Yeah,
keep
man.
the line.
Are
keep the
New
line
York
established.
cats? Here's a better question. Do New York cats feel safe out here?
Of course.
Yeah, right?
Well,
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you about if New York cats feel. If we talking about New York rappers or New York people.
Rappers.
The rappers, you got to figure, most rappers are probably scared of their own skin. They haven't been in too many positions where they've been around different turfs or really put a lot of work in where they come from. Like a lot of these young kids, they just projecting what they've been seeing and what they've been watching. So when you go to a place naturally, you want to have a bunch of security. You don't know how to get in touch with the people because of all these movies you seen on the West Coast. Oh, they killing niggas out there. Or you say like, you know, that's all you kind of pretty much feel on New York, and they don't know how to. So you know, for us it's much different. I'm just comfortable wherever I'm at, man. You know,
man, yeah.
I'm not Superman, but God put me here for a reason, and I love touching the people. I love speaking to the people. I got a lot in common with the people. You know what I mean? And
That's
if
right.
if you come to Harlem 9 times out of 10, you be around there for a couple of days. Most times you might see me. You 9 times out of 10 you're going to see me, and that's because I stay in touch with my people. I just love.
You have to.
Where
You
I come
have to.
from, and
Yeah.
I'm not better than anybody.
You got to water the roots.
Yeah, if you're good in your own skin, that's what you're gonna attract. You know what I mean? They say birds of a feather flock together. So
Yes,
if you're
sir.
real with yourself,
Yeah.
that's what's gonna attract.
Most of these people are prisoners of their own fame, and I could dig
Wow.
it because you don't know who you don't know who anybody is, but everybody knows who you are. So you don't know who's here to hurt you, who's here to harm you, who has ulterior motives, and you don't know who's here genuinely to show you some love.
Yeah, it's true.
Man, a few years back, amen.
That's jams.
Straight up, a few years back, you sent me a case of scissor, and I appreciate that, my G. I appreciate that. I used it for a New Year's party I had.
That was a mean years back.
Yeah.
Listen, let me.
That shit fucked me up.
R.I.P. to Fort Bent. Was Game's best friend. Came out here years ago with cases of scissor. They had me all through the hood, Compton, all these places, and I gave scissor out to everybody. West Coast was probably, LA was probably the place that gave us the biggest jump when it came to that scissor up and marketing and promoting, because everybody took it and ate it up and showed love, man.
That purple bottle, hard to miss. You feel me? Talk to me.
Yeah, we got a lot of money off that one. We could have made a lot of. You could have made a lot more money off it. But that's what happens when the whole thing when you say you get jaded. So it was just me and Cam at that point was making so much fucking money together that it's like,
it was like fuck it. You win some, you lose some.
You tend to clash, and that's what happened. But now you get older, you get smarter and shit like that, and you.
That's right.
Create more opportunities and cash out.
Diplomatic ties, Thanksgiving, let's get it. DipSet, my guys, thank you very much for stopping by.
Shouts to Cam, shouts to Jewels.
Talk to him.
R.I.P. to Fashion. We just lost one of the original Diplomat members.
I'm sorry to hear
that.
Harlem,
you already know my heart goes out to y'all. I'll be home in a second. R.I.P. to Fashion. I'll see you when I get there.
Definitely.
Me and Jones.
DipSet.
Me and Jones about to go work out. We'll see everybody later, man. It's the Cruz Show, Power 106, #1 for hip hop. Let's get it. Yeah, DipSet.